ideology and personal bias is strong. I mean, the whole counseling, social work, all of these, the social science field has been taken captive by these ideologies where we used to be a very strong science base. I mean, you don't have to dig too far just looking at the history of how the DSM was created and how these categorizations came about to figure out there's no science base to this. When there's a documentary out there that is firsthand interviewing the committee that created the DSM 5, and they talked about how they just took a vote on diagnoses that they were going to remove. I mean, autism's out, the spectrum disorders in, but you can't deny that autism is a reality in our society. But when you take a vote as opposed to a scientific study that has methodology that can be replicated, you find out that the DSM is very ideologically driven. And then, add on top of that, every single diagnosis in the DSM has a pharmaceutical pill to treat it. And there used to be, when I grew up, nail biting, hair twisting were nasty habits. Your mom would smack your hand and say, stop that. Well, now they're an anxiety disorder that has a pill to treat it. We've started to pathologize the human experience. And once you get into the medications and the side effects, especially in adolescents and children, where there have been no long-term studies, we start to see a compounded problem. We see a lot of the school violence issues. The kids have been on multiple psychotropic medications that are known to cause increased agitation, violent behavior, and suicidal, homicidal ideations. We're also seeing that with the increase of psychotropic meds in adolescents, a lot of the gender confusion is coming. We have to use this book for reimbursement with insurance companies, and you start to see, but when you get down to the very diagnostic manual that's not science-based, we got a problem.